oh, he went on a different podcast. He talked about you. He talked a lot of mess about you. He said,
no! Loose lips sink ships, brother. Hey, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy KiteZz here with my lovely wife, Is Alex.
What's up, peoples?
Hey, today we're checking out the Oh, you did say it this time. Okay.
Yeah, I said y'all because I was tired.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was doing that day. I didn't even go.
Hey, Arlette just dropped the Jeremy and Brellaunte catch-up, so we're gonna check that out. Alright, let's do it. Ain't no time wasting.
No thing but a chicken wing.
Hey, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad therein.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's your host Arlette and we are here today with Jeremy and Brellaunte. Welcome y'all. How we feeling?
I forgot about them. That tattoo was crazy.
Good. So we had you both on episode 19 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love where you guys ended up matching. Okay, so is it going to be yes for you for him?
yeah.
Oh. And is it a yes for you for her?
Absolutely.
We got a match! I'll take this. Y'all going off. Yes! On the show.
That was that episode, boy. Yeah, that was one of them episodes, boy.
Had me stressed.
Boy. Man, he took
the little alfalfa.
Yeah, he cut some of the hair, man.
To know you guys a little bit. You told us, just a few things here or there, but we would like to get to know you guys just a little bit more before we dive into, the juicy topic at hand. So let's start with you, Brellaunte. Tell us more.
More about the relationship or
about yourself?
Just myself.
Yeah.
As you know, I'm a mom. I do my music. That's pretty much what I've just been on, is focused on that. And, I currently do reside in LA, but I will be residing in Phoenix soon.
Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of like in the work and the process right now. So
got it.
Yeah.
Nice. So are you from LA?
No, I'm from Arizona.
Oh, so you're from Arizona, then you went to LA, and then you're like, I'm coming back.
Here, yes. Family's here, I got a kid, so he wants to be cousins.
You okay, brother? Blink twice. Blink twice if you okay.
Nah, that man, he zoned out looking
like I'm coming back.
Here, family's here, I got a kid, so he wants to be cousins.
Family, yeah. So. Oh, good. Yeah. And then how old are you again?
Blink twice,
27.
Okay.
27.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, AZ welcomes you back. All right, Jeremy, what about for yourself?
I'm originally from California as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
From the Bay Area, Oakland area.
Oh, never mind.
I've been out here for a little over 2 years.
Stop doing the Bay like that. They said we gotta stop doing them like that. My favorite rappers are from the Bay. Okay, y'all? We don't mean no harm. We know how y'all get down over there too. They get down.
Man. Alright. I'm just playing. Hey, California, we need to stay united, man. They trying to divide us. They try to split us into 6 sections. All I know is whatever section I get stuck in, I'm for the claim like I'm stupid.
I currently work for the most part. Have a couple side projects and things going on, hobbies and things like that. But I'm enjoying Arizona so far.
Good.
It's been cool.
Okay. So we saw on the show, you had asked a question that, kind of stirred the pot a little bit. Got a lot of pops on you. You asked the ladies, why are you single? So why do you think so many people popped on you when you asked that question?
I think it's just one of those questions that people kind of assume like malicious intent. Okay. As opposed to kind of just doing introspective work and kind of seeing where they may have gone wrong in their previous relationships. It also may not, be about anything you necessarily did wrong. It could be like situations and circumstances that kind of led to that. And so I thought the question left room for that sort of type of answer, but it seemed like it was kind of received negatively. So.
Yeah.
The reason why it was received so negatively is because the individuals that you asked the question have never taken a moment to actually think about the person that they were with or what they contributed to the relationship that could have ended it. A lot of people like to think once a breakup happens, they start pointing out everything that the person that they broke up with did wrong. He was this, he was this, he was this, he was this, he was this. All right, so if he was all 5 of these horrible things, how did y'all last so long? So he didn't do nothing good. But then they never take a moment to ever ask their exes, yo, when you were dating me, what was I like? Because I guarantee your exes got the same this that you were doing.
I think naturally people just don't like criticism, or people don't like to be critiqued or be wrong, or have a part in they could possibly too be the cause of why the relationship didn't last. It takes 2 to be in a relationship, so it can't just be one person all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you answered it just fine. You didn't see any problem with it, I'm guessing?
No, I mean, that's kind of like a valid question, just because it's any question. Like, I don't see why you'd feel some type of way about it.
Especially since we're on a dating show.
Yeah.
Assuming everyone's single, so it's like, okay.
Talking about a relationship.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, good. And I think you kind of did explain a little bit your reason behind asking that question on the show as well, right?
Yeah, I think after I think one person's response, I kind of just responded and said I was just kind of looking for any sort of growth or anything that you may have learned from previous
accountability.
So I think I clarified it a little bit, but damage was already done at that point. So.
Okay, no problem. Well, let's go ahead and dive right into my favorite question. Since you guys ended up matching on the show, have you guys gone on a date?
Pause it.
Oof. 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 Nah, I want y'all to notice the subtle movement that she just did, right? He already looking down, so I'm assuming no, right? But watch her movement.
On the show, have you guys gone on a date?
I was gonna guess no. Only because like that blank stare he gave earlier while she was talking was kind of like.
My thing is, I don't get why y'all go on the show if y'all not gonna take the person out. Like, I don't understand the point of that. But again, we don't know the answer. Yeah. It could be that the date went horrible.
Yeah, that too.
Do you want to tell him, Jeremy, or?
Oh no.
Go for it. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm gonna say, so after we left the show, I offered him if he wanted to come and join me. At the time, I was already having a barbecue.
Okay.
With my family.
And this was back in LA?
Yeah. No, here.
Oh, in Arizona.
Yeah,
okay.
My family's here. So I rented a big Airbnb. I threw my niece a birthday party. And that's kind of what I was rushing to get back to a little bit.
Got it. Okay.
And, I offered for him to come. But I did give the option, like, if you don't want to come, you don't have to.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm going right now. So if you want to come, it's barbecue. We're there. We're partying. We're drinking. We're having fun.
Right.
I'm very family oriented. So I'm very friends, like... If you're around me, you're going to be around the people that I love.
Yeah.
And if you have an issue with that, it's kind of like...
No.
Like, obviously, you don't need to be with me.
Yeah.
So we went back there, and I guess it just... He did leave at 2 a.m, so it was like...
Okay.
Not like that.
I mean, like, he stayed for some time.
He stayed for some time.
Okay.
He acted like he did enjoy himself. And then, he went home after. Everything was kind of fine after that. It was cool. So it wasn't like no big thing. Nothing went wrong.
Okay.
It was just like, okay, we got to know each other a little bit more. Not that much, but a little bit more. And then the next day, we were supposed to hang out, but I had to fly back to LA.
Okay.
So we were planning on going on a real date, fly out to LA and see me, or I can fly back to Arizona and see you. Yeah. But, it just didn't get to that point.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So she initiated the first
date, so to speak.
The first date, so to speak, but it was also convenient.
Yeah.
But you still got to turn up and be there. But I do understand if he says he felt awkward, because it's like, you don't know people and you just in a new environment with new people, with a girl you just met, and you already at the family function.
And 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be able to spend a lot of time with her because she's going to be entertaining her family.
Exactly.
So she'll come and entertain you for a little bit, but people that aren't like social butterflies naturally, and they can just like blend in and mesh anywhere and everywhere, it's gonna be hard for people to participate in stuff like that early.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Plus, it's like you gotta think about the situation he just got in, right? Like, there's gonna be people that bump into, like, oh, who are you? Who you came with? And it's like, oh, I came with blah blah blah. Oh, like, oh, that's your girl? It's like, you know, like he don't know nothing about you.
Jeremy. The barbecue you guys went to was right after filming? Like you left filming, went straight there? Okay. So how was that for you?
I enjoyed it.
Oh, Micah.
I enjoyed it. I'm also...
Hold on. Look at the movement, yo.
Okay. So how was that for you?
I enjoyed it.
Oh, Micah.
I enjoyed
So, see, here's one thing. There's probably... I tell this. Me and Alex, we have these moments where a lot of times it's like, I'll tell Alex, like, you can say one thing, but I pay attention to body language. So if you say something, but I see like a movement or something that shows me that you're feeling the opposite, I'm going to automatically assume you don't feel the way that you're talking about. And that goes to anybody that I interact with. So there could have been details at that party that she saw that he clearly wasn't into it, or he could have said something after that showed he wasn't into it. And now she's in the mindset of like, oh, buddy capping for the camera now.
I mean, it's a new environment for him and stuff like that. And I think people put a lot of like expectations on other people and how they should feel, or if they don't have the certain kind of like expression or emotion that they would want them to have or expect them to have in an environment like that, it's already a turn off for them. Like, I invite you somewhere and you don't want to talk to nobody.
Yeah.
You're not having a good time. So now I'm not having a good time because I know you're not having a good time. So it throws the whole mood off.
Right.
Enjoyed it. I'm also family oriented. I think we talked about that on the show. And got a chance to meet her family. I had a really good time. We played dominoes.
Okay.
So yeah, like she said, I kind of stayed a little later and then I went home. We were supposed to meet the next day. I think I was expecting her to I think we had a plan that she would let me know when she was free, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. And then, yeah, that didn't happen. So we ended up kind of she kind of just went back home. And so we had talked about possibly, having a date. Obviously with me having to go to LA or she coming back here.
Okay, so the next day when you guys were supposed to go on this so-called date, was that something you guys had discussed while you guys were at the barbecue, and then the next day there was no follow-up on it, or what happened?
We kind of discussed that the morning time, I think.
Okay.
It was more because he actually stays around where my sister stays. So we're in the same area.
Okay.
Almost same facility. And
right.
So, but I was so much with my sister and stuff. They don't get to see me that much. And so from breakfast, we have all the kids. It's just so much stuff right now that I can't bring him into right now.
Okay.
To what we had going on. And that's why I was it took a little bit too much time. And then, flying in, you got a rental car, you got to go clean it, you got to take it back. It was that. And then it's the heat.
I feel you. I feel her on that. But then it's at the end of the day, though, knowing all this, you knew about the show, plus you also knew about your family event thing, right? And it's not a jab at you because you couldn't manage, because sometimes family ends up taking more time than you expect it to. But the whole, I'm not saying she did, but it would be dangerous for her to phrase it as if they didn't go do that thing that they're supposed to because he didn't initiate or he didn't try to go or whatever, when the reality was she was just too busy. You know what I'm saying? Not saying she did, but I'm hypothetically.
So you're hot and it was just too much. So I was okay with, I have no problem flying in 2 days later or flying in a week later to come see you, or you come see me. That, the way you shouldn't have that problem not coming to fly to see me.
Okay, so what went wrong? Was there just
oh, would you like to tell him what went wrong, Jeremy? Huh?
Actually, no, let's hear from Jeremy. She went first with the story.
gosh. Jeremy, fight back.
Ain't no fighting back.
Fight back, Jeremy.
It ain't no fighting back.
Oh. Because it seemed like the way she getting sassy with him, it's like she was into him and he probably wasn't into her. Fight back, Jeremy.
It went wrong.
Don't make her have to chime in.
I think there were kind of a few things that happened from my perspective.
Okay.
That just kind of maybe gave me the wrong impression or kind of set up the wrong kind of idea. And so ultimately, we came to there was a situation in which I was going out of town.
Okay.
I was going on a vacation. Previously planned vacation.
Watch the body language, y'all. Watch the body language.
Prior to me coming on the show.
Okay.
And she inquired who I was going with. And I told her, and it was a friend and actually an ex, but we're still friends, friend of mine.
What the?
Oh my gosh.
What did Buddy just say?
Oh my gosh.
You went on a pre-planned vacation with your ex/buddy, which is your ex. Who does that?
Man. Why did you go on a dating show if you had a pre-planned vacation with your ex?
Better get you one of these. It's an ex.
It's an ex, man.
You already had her. Why you need to go on vacation with her?
We gonna keep pushing this point, and it's to the point where I don't care for the opposition view of it. Your exes are exes for a reason. Y'all know what an X symbolizes?
Done.
It means you crossed it out.
It's gone.
Like communication, and then there's excommunication. There's freaking abiding somewhere, and then there's exile. Like
the problem with this is it does at this point. It don't even matter because everybody's adults. People are gonna do whatever they want to do regardless. People that say like I don't see anything wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with being cordial. It's like if you see them in passing, hi, whatever case may be, you ain't gotta be rude or nothing like that. You ain't gotta hate them. You ain't gotta stick voodoo doll pins in or nothing like that. But it's like that. I feel like that's inappropriate. But then they single people, so they doing whatever they want to do.
All of the exes I had, we ended off on friendly, cordial endings. I've never had a bad breakup in my life. It's always been this is just the situation. We gonna break up with it, right? Throughout my life. But after I broke up with those people, even though we broke up on some really cool, we hugged it out. Oh, text me when you blah, 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 blah. We cool. After that day, my interactions went from...
They minimalized.
And minimalized. Because it's like, what do I have? Like, we cool, hi, but we don't need to have a full dialogue no more. Because it's just going to open up feelings that we both don't need to have no more. So it's just bye. And we move on. Shoot. Hey, is your friend single? Hey, you my ex, bro. My homie single, bro. Go ahead. I don't give a... Because
I'm hopping on the homies.
Because I don't care.
I know.
You feel me? Yeah, shoot. At the end of... No, you say it how you want. But at the end of... No, it's all good. If she want a homie hop, I don't give a crap. It's freaking... You live your life. Just know,
smashed homie.
Just know, I know my homies better than she do. So, hey, my homies' tactics may be a little devious. And at the end of the day, you do that on your own.
Oh, that's crazy work.
Hey, man, it's not my business. Because guess what? I'm crossed out. Why do I care? It's not my story no more.
Y'all know where that was
and
from.
It was a
danger. She smashed
friend and actually an ex. But we're still friends. Friend of mine.
You said it's an ex?
Ex and a friend, yeah.
Exactly. So obviously, we were let me tell you, we were on the phone, talking, getting to know each other. You know, he said he's gonna go to Puerto Rico for his birthday, and I was like, oh, fun. Like, who are you going with?
Right.
Like, he said he skipped the question first. He skipped the question, and then I was like,
I did, absolutely. Did
oh, okay. But then I asked again, like, wait, who are you going with? And he said my ex, and I was like, I think my phone's dying. So after that, I never talked to him again. I hung up. We never talked until the only way we talked again, because I think he called me a few times after that. I did not answer. There was no reason. There was no reason for us to talk. There's no reason.
So you didn't tell him why you're no longer talking to him?
There's no reason to talk.
I did not call her.
Okay.
All right.
So that don't make it any better for you. I did not call her.
I did not call her. Hey, gang, that kind of makes it worse on your end because now she ended communication because she was frustrated because you going to Puerto Rico with your ex.
Ain't no way, bro. That ain't no friend. That ain't no friend.
What happened in Puerto Rico stays in Puerto Rico.
And that applies to any state, country at this point. Vegas, y'all don't even got that saying no more because people been getting flew out.
Bro,
doing all types of stuff.
And then he tried to say, I didn't call her. Like it was going to give him bonus points. Gang, that don't help you here, gang.
The prior points is still negative, brother.
So you didn't tell him why you're no longer talking to him?
There's no reason to
I
talk.
did not call her.
Okay, I have receipts. But it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
And, you know, what do you want me to do? Tell you, like, how was the vacation with your ex? Like, did you guys chill on the beach or something? Like, did you want me to wait for when you got back? And then it's like, you know, there was no talking afterwards.
Okay.
There was nothing for us to talk about. And we didn't recently talk again until I found out that, you know, people were sending me things. And they were sending me things like, oh, he went on a different podcast. He talked about you. He talked a lot of mess about you. He said,
no!
Loose lips sink ships, brother. You just out here just do. Who? You need an agent.
Yo.
What's your PR?
Yo. Stay away from these podcast bros, dog.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. And it's always something with them, man. They be in the back like ninjas. Just, hey man, let me talk about your relationship real quick, gang. How that girl you with? You know, does she make you feel like the man that you're supposed to be?
And I already know what kind of podcast dudes it was because it's always the ones that got the super over exaggerated thumbnails and freaking. I already know they probably clickbaited her when the episode came out, but we probably missed it. Like it's those type of dudes.
Bro, somebody link me this podcast, bro. If y'all see it, link me it, bro. I need evidence, bro. Link me this.
Oh, he went on a different podcast. He talked about you. He talked a lot of mess about you. He said things, talked about your family, talked about this and how it wasn't. And I was like, wait, what? He's kind of capped because that didn't happen. So a lot of things like he said that didn't happen. And I was like, all right, that's fine. Like he went and talked about me. Cool. Like I really don't care at the moment because obviously from the jump, it showed me that who he was, what he was doing. He wasn't looking for anything. It was just a good time. So it was just, that's fine with me. And I was okay. You're going with your ex. We didn't start anything new.
Right.
You know, it's just keep it pushing, you know?
Okay.
So I didn't badmouth her or say anything bad.
Because she got the receipt.
Because she got the receipt. Why? My thing is, brother, if you already the villain in here, you might as well commit. You might as well commit to the role. Put the cape on.
You didn't wasted everybody's time coming out on a dating show and you already had another fling.
Because right now, in these 10 minutes, you have built a barrier of I'm the villain. And so now you got to fight through this barrier right now. You got 18 minutes to do so, brother.
So I didn't badmouth her or say anything bad about her or her family.
Okay.
There was a situation, you know, that we were in that I did speak on another platform, but it wasn't. I didn't say it in a negative way. What I will say though is some of the things that were said and some of what I observed and seen kind of led me to kind of believe that it wasn't as serious as like.
Okay, such as what?
I mean, there was some transparency, some things she told me in confidence that I would rather not share.
No problem.
But I will say that there were some things that she told me that she was processing through that kind of just, you know, put it in a different perspective for me as far as the seriousness of like what was happening.
Okay, so you think she wasn't as serious about getting to know you?
Well,
or?
I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but I just didn't think we were in a space.
You see the problem with this whole argument? You see how he said a key phrase just now. Watch this.
Getting to know you?
Well,
or?
I mean, I don't know if that's.
I mean, I don't know. You know, you want to know what gets rid of the I don't knows? talking to the person. If you feel like the relationship is not as serious as you think it is, rather than going off of a gut feeling when there's a whole nother human being involved, just talk to the human being. It's like, because you went off this gut feeling and she clearly is upset because now people are in her ear saying, oh, you was dogging her, blah, blah, blah. And then you went to Puerto Rico with your ex and then she told you some stuff in confidence. It's like, bro, if she was willing to tell you stuff that you don't feel like you can share with the rest of the world, clearly there's a level of trust and openness here.
It was destined to fail at this point anyway, because the fact that you had a vacation planned with your ex, I don't think anybody would be okay with that. I think anybody would kind of walk away from the situation.
To Puerto Rico.
Or not entertain it anymore.
Come on. People don't just chill in Puerto Rico. Come on.
We know what y'all do.
We know what y'all do. A bunch of thugs. Jamaica, Puerto Rico, Hawaii. We know what y'all on, man. Stop playing with me.
But I just didn't think we were in a space to where I would cancel a trip with an ex or a friend because I met you.
Ex or a friend.
I just didn't think we were in a space where that would even be a reasonable ask, that I was obligated to do that, that it mattered who I was going on the trip with at all, when we had only, hung out with each other one time.
I would like us to take the steps to starting to become more than friends. We have just met, but we met with the intention of dating. Now I would like to casually date with you. And hopefully this dating turns into a relationship. But even though we're just in the dating phase, I'm going to go on a vacation with somebody I had a relationship with and we broke up, but I still want to go to Puerto Rico with her. And since we're only dating, it shouldn't matter.
Throw the whole book away.
Just throw it away.
Throw the whole book away.
It's freaking stupid.
What kind of logic he thought he had going on?
This is why I said this whole casual dating mindset that's in 2024. I think it's the dumbest thing ever. I feel like going on dates should be taken serious. It doesn't matter if I'm just casually dating. I'm dating for options. No.
Yeah, dating with intent is a lot better because at least you know what you're dating for.
So stupid, dog.
So from my perspective, based off of as well of what I kind of observed and understood she already currently had going on. So I would have thought that would have been kind of just to, like kind of a drop in the bucket, if you will.
Okay.
Without saying too much, but to me, it was like, I didn't think it was that serious. And so, which is also why I had no problem with being just kind of forthcoming about it and honest. And so if she didn't like it, which is cool.
Okay.
But she did kind of like make some sort of whatever kind of funny comment when I actually did go on vacation. She told me happy birthday and was like some sort of comment, I hope you enjoying or something with your ex.
Oh, yeah, of course. I think we were still following each other and I said, happy birthday, you're in Puerto Rico. I hope you have fun with your ex.
And so I responded and so even at that point, I thought that there was maybe some sort of, attempt to continue conversation.
Okay.
But so when I responded, I forgot what she said, but she said something to the effect, which is basically like kind of like ask if it was kind of, I felt questioned. And so I never responded to that. And that was our last communication before the podcast. And I do have receipts.
Okay. Yeah. So after you guys had the conversation, she was like, oh, you're going with your ex. You just left it at that. You weren't interested enough, basically, is what you're saying, to
continue. There was nothing else to like. If she liked it, she liked it. If she did, fine. But I didn't think I owed her that explanation, and I thought it was something that was just.
Buddy, you're weird. You're weird, bro. You're weird.
Man.
What?
Man.
What?
I'm curious on what excuses people are gonna make for this, man. I'm curious. Because I feel like at some point we are like, whether you're on the side that the men don't do nothing wrong or the women don't do nothing wrong, I feel like there's a point where you got to have like that fine line in the middle where y'all got to just say like, buddy weird or sis is weird. Like he don't represent us. Because it's like this this is crazy work. Like
it's just the audacity that like, even if he wouldn't have went on this show and he would have met somebody in between this vacation or something like that, you're sitting here telling people that they have to be willing to accept the fact that you're going on vacation with your previous lover, with your ex.
And I don't think she needed an explanation. Like, what?
It's like, okay, yes and then no. It's courtesy. Like, you're wasting people's time doing this. Yeah, you told her, but then you tiptoed around it, and then you don't see a problem with it because you having your cake and you get to eat it how you want it. No, you don't get to play with people's time and emotion like that. And even if y'all only talked for an hour, 2 hours, it's still like you could build a connection with somebody in less than 30, 40 minutes or a bond.
I didn't think I owed her that explanation, and I thought it was something that was just like, I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
I know, bro.
Owed me. That's crazy. So I'm going to just get this. Okay, first of all, how would we even have enough time? We just met. We're starting something new, right? So we came on here to find that other person love. Obviously, we've had stuff in our past. Like, you're saying that, for what he doesn't want to say, saying that I'm still in love with my ex. No, I told him I always have love for my ex. So I was like, my ex-fiance, whatever.
Wait, what the freak? Hold on. So y'all both stupid.
Oh, my Lord.
Wait, what the freak going on? Are y'all both just horrible people? Well, hold on. Because I feel like there's lore gaps missing. Okay, he done. All right, we already crucified him. He on his wheel of torture, right? We already done with him.
He's spinning.
Now the court needs to look at you now, okay? He's done. He's cooked. He's deep fried. We flambéed him, all right? Let's get to you, ma'am.
Flambé.
Because you threw this information out willingly, so you just put the gun to yourself, all right?
I told him I always have love for my ex. So I was like, my ex-fiance, whatever.
Oh, ex-fiance.
I always have love, but I'm not in love. If I was in love with that person, I would go be there fighting for that person and be with that person. But no, I told him, like, I'm single. I'm here. Like, I didn't give you no, like, I'm with this, I'm with that. I told you what I do. I do my music. I take care of my kid by myself. I take care of my own responsibilities. I'm independent. And then all I need is somebody there with me to make me happy and have fun. I never once given him that, sign that I'm still talking to him, I'm this. Like, never once, because we didn't even get that far. Now, for him to be like, he doesn't owe me anything, it's kind of messed up, because it's like, I'm not expecting you to owe me anything. Like, you should be a gentleman. Like, you came to me and you're looking for this, I'm looking for the same thing. So why do I have to accept that you're about to go have a time in Puerto Rico with somebody else, and I'm here still looking for love, but gotta be okay that you're there having a great time with somebody that's in your past. I'm not doing that. I'm trying to be focused on you, but that's what you're offering me to accept.
Ooh, I get it.
Now people gonna say, now y'all just got on him. I think it's it's still bad either way.
No, so the reason why I'm not getting on her is because I don't have enough context of what the conversation was. Yeah. If she's telling him like, oh, I had a guy, he was my fiance, and then blah, 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 but like, I'm single, I'm done with that part of my story. That's way different from, hey, I'm single, but I'm about to go on vacation with my ex. Right. There's a big difference. There's a gap. Now, again, in context, she could have said this about her ex-fiance, and it could have said something that gave him the impression that there was still okay. Right. But the only problem is why I can't get on her like I got on him is he's not giving us the evidence, and she just gave us a brief synopsis that was kind of like neutral. Like, I got love for my ex-fiance, but I don't love my ex-fiance.
Right. Love and respect.
Right.
I get it.
Which I get it, because that's a pretty far chapter to go with somebody.
And that could be the father of her child. So,
right.
You never know.
Right. So I still don't like it, but if without context, I'm just shooting a gun at somebody without any evidence.
And so this trip was how soon after the show?
Like literally right after. Right after.
The show was beginning of August, I believe. My birthday is at the end of August.
Okay.
So
wait, so you had it planned before? Oh my gosh, I'm about to choke dealing with this dude, bro. Pause. Look. You went on the dating show, but already had the trip with your ex planned?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What the freak did you go on the dating show for?
Just because.
What? Yo, all right, man.
Can you make this
but again, vacations are previously planned, not planned the day of, right? So
you weren't done. You weren't done with your past, and that's okay. Don't be done with your past.
I mean, I think that's a very kind of dogmatic way of looking at it, and that's okay if that's your worldview. But
no, that's everybody's worldview, bro. Like what? You had a pre-planned vacation with your ex? Who? So are y'all went from being a couple to like, hey, we friends with benefits, like we cool?
Because that's what that
sounds
and
like.
If that's what you guys are, then like that's y'all business. But say that. Don't say we're.
Because it would be different if you had a pre-planned vacation with a group of friends that also included your ex, but it's you and your ex. That's a one trip. Of course, people are gonna assume you're not done with your ex because you went on one. What are y'all gonna do together? Y'all gonna take pictures? Y'all go like, I don't imagine that y'all are sitting there dapping each other up in y'all photos, or y'all doing the bro photos with each other. Like, it's a man and a woman in Puerto Rico together on a trip together, pre-planned together, going to see attractions together, probably shared a hotel together. You guys ate together. Y'all basically was still in the relationship.
It's not mine, so you don't have to fall out to walk out. And because somebody's your ex doesn't mean that they still aren't your friend. And so what that means to you can be different. And I think that's unique between people and their relationship.
So did you guys stay in the same room?
Yes.
Okay.
Hit the button. Hit the doggone button, bro. Just, you're done.
You did all that yapping.
You're cooked.
All that yapping.
You're done. That's tough.
All that yapping.
Yeah. Come on, man.
And you know what he gonna try to say? But just because we stayed in the room doesn't mean we did anything. Well, first of all, if this is y'all ex and y'all had a relationship to this point where y'all can start planning vacations and stuff together, the chances of y'all being in a foreign country where nobody can hold y'all accountable to the things that y'all do, plus y'all already know how each other is when y'all get intimate, I say the chances that y'all slept together is about a 90%. Because y'all already used to sleeping with each other. Man, cut it out, bro. Ain't nobody falling for this crap.
That's unique between people and their relationship.
So did you guys stay in the same room?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, Jeremy, if the roles were switched, like for example, let's say her and her ex went on a vacation after you guys met, you would have been totally okay with that, still getting to know her after that trip?
Well, I think if it was a previous planned vacation, I wouldn't have told her to cancel it yet. Like I don't know that I would have had a problem with that. Like since we're here, like I met like her child's father like at the barbecue the day of. Like
that's not a proving point, gang. What the heck? It's a family barbecue. He could have had custody of the child that week.
I see where he's trying to get at. I see where he's.
Yeah, he's basically trying.
That's why he was trying to keep quiet.
Yeah, he's basically trying to use this as, well, I went on a vacation with my ex, but your child's father was at the barbecue and y'all was cool and cordial, so it must be okay for me to be cool. No, bruh. Listen, here's why this whole argument gets disqualified. If her child father, they have joint custody, and he had custody that week, and it was her turn to switch off and get her child, she's going back to LA, or it's her turn to give him the child. Why would he not be able to go to the barbecue? My mom and my dad did not jack each other, but when the barbecue happened, my dad was still able to come because I'm his son. He's still connected to the family.
Yeah.
My mom and my dad do not rock with each other, but they were still there. They kept it cool. She was on this side of the party. He was on that side of the party because the family still knew him. He's still connected to the family because me and my sister. That's not the same as going on to Puerto Rico with your ex, bruh.
It's not.
It's not the same at all.
The child is involved.
Her child's father, like at the barbecue the day of, like, so
that I haven't been together with for 8 years, 7 years.
Okay.
So 7 years.
Whatever type of way though, when we was at the barbecue, he ended up feeling some type of way though, which is
that wasn't because of you. That was because my child at the time, not to get too deep into it, but my child at the time didn't understand how birthdays work. And he was a little upset that somebody else is getting a lot of attention.
Oh,
so,
yeah, that happens.
You know, I parented, and my son's dad, we're not together, but he's not really in his life like that. So it was a parenting thing. The why he got upset is because, you know, I took full mom mode. He was trying, and I excluded that out. So it was a parenting thing of why he left. It had nothing to do with him. And I just feel why you feel like you're that to take that. Like, I don't understand why you think it was for you.
So that's not what I was alluding to.
No.
If you're placed in those situations, like out of the gate for whatever reason, that just means that there's unresolved tension, if from my estimation or my observation.
Yeah, there's unresolved tension about being a parent. That doesn't equate to romantic tension. The dad tried to be a dad, even though he hasn't been present, meaning that there's not a respect level, because even though he is the child's father, he has been absent. So you don't just, the thing some people don't get is you don't get to leave your child's life for long periods of time and then come back in and then just be the same dad, like, oh, I'm here now, the hierarchy's back. That's not how that works.
So she's had to be both roles when you were absent. So the child is going to listen to the primary parent.
And so if she has to teach and correct that child, she can no longer rely on you to do the things that you need to do as a parent because you haven't been there to be the parent. But that does not mean if we have a dispute over my child, oh yeah, you know, there's some unresolved, maybe they still got feelings, and it's been 8 years. They don't got no more feelings, bruh.
That man's feelings was probably hurt as a parent because it probably takes for those moments like that where it clicks like, dang, my son is not even listening to me.
Yeah, that's man.
Between you and your baby's father?
No, I have always not liked him. It's just always been like that. I don't like him. He knows I don't like him. Everybody knows I don't like him. But we tolerate each other because he's been in my life for so long that my family invites him everywhere, but they don't look at him as in, oh, that's Breeze. Like,
that's your man.
They would be like, you know, we will even say, like, bring a girl, bring somebody. Like, we would love to meet somebody that you have. Like, we even tell him.
Did y'all, like, go out or something like that where you tried to, like, introduce him to a girl or something? Like,
yeah, we've tried to introduce him. We go out to, like, groups. And before I would have somebody with me, you know, I'll get my friends to try to get him to somebody. Like, sometimes he's into it, sometimes he's not. But that's him. I don't know his life. We're not into that. Like, he's around sometimes. So
but you
the
would
fact
say
that he's not a factor.
But you would say that it's quite possible, even though you guys are exes and have a child together, to be friends and that to be that. Is that possible?
I mean, it's after, like, I don't think of him like that. It's after 7 years.
Okay, so my whole point is...
he's not a friend to you.
So my whole point is...
So I see the point he's trying to flip it to.
Yeah.
Which is, but you can be cool with your ex, but I can't be cool with mine. The problem is she already broke down. It's not even the establishment of trying to be cool. She already clearly pointed out, me and my ex do not jack each other. I don't like him. He knows I don't like him. We don't rock with each other. But because he was ingrained with the family through the child, I have to tolerate him because the family is going to invite him regardless of if I say something or not.
Right.
This is not the same scenario as going to Puerto Rico with your ex, bro.
You're trying to move the goalpost and the post not moving. It's
yeah,
not
bro. It's not working. It's not working, buddy.
You're still stuck, buddy.
My whole point is it's possible to be a friend to someone after you've been in a relationship with.
How long was your ex was, though? How long?
How long? What? We've been broken up for over a year.
Like, it's not even comparable. Dog, you're comparing a year.
The door's still open. It's cracked. It's wide open.
You're comparing a year to 8 years, dog.
Oh no.
And obviously a year was ample enough time for y'all to break up and cancel y'all vacations.
Right.
Huh? Dog, even Arlette not jacking you, bro.
Look at not a comparison. Yeah, I was with him when I was like 17.
I just want to answer the question. Like
I was. I have
why
history.
That's relevant, though.
I think she's saying like maybe like feelings might still be involved.
Never.
Like on your end, and that's why she was like, "I'm gonna back up."
I mean, that could be true if I was dating somebody else prior to coming on the show. Like that's an imminent truth, regardless of whether it's an ex or somebody new. So I think like that's not a real danger. Like her exploring what could have been with me, like that us going or on vacation had no hindrance on that, is what I'm saying.
So you don't think it'd be back in my head of what they're doing on vacation? So it's like for me, like, ooh, I just met somebody. Maybe I could start with, maybe I can go fly and see him. Like maybe there's something new because he's looking for this, looking for that. But then once you tell me like, oh, you're going with your ex, like that's like a slap in the face. And so it's just like, okay, obviously he's not serious, but then you have the means to tell me that I'm not. You didn't get to know me enough. You didn't get to know anything that I was about. You didn't even try. You didn't try at all. Like you barely called me.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think it's based off of what I observed in totality, that did not lead me to put my best foot.
No. Because at the end of the day, you already were thinking about the fact that for your birthday, you was going to be in your room one-on-one with your ex because you pre-planned it. And we don't know how that breakup happened. We don't know if she broke up with you or you broke up with her or there were still feelings involved because it was basically a year. So you weren't thinking about this. And at the end of the day, you going with your ex and then you tried to flip it and tried to paint this picture of like, well, your baby daddy was there, so why can't I go on vacation with my ex? It's like, bro, dog, nobody want to hear this crap, dog. You played yourself.
I could tell you, she could tell you about her baby daddy and the do's and the don'ts and the likes and dislikes, but you ain't said nothing about this ex.
Right. We still don't know the factors of your ex.
Exactly.
Because you're sitting there trying to talk about it like, oh yeah, like, man, we beyond that, bro. Like, we really just friends for real.
We'll see a video about it because she gonna come out the woodworks sooner or later.
I observed in totality that did not lead me to put my best foot forward or my best attempt to get to know you. So for that, you're right.
So if she right, what are we still talking about for?
He's just chatting.
So you admit her stance is right. You didn't try. So what are we talking about?
But I think based off of what you said or what I took away from our conversation at the barbecue, it was in my best interest to not like kind of jump into this more seriously.
I don't see how you're all over me at the barbecue. Ooh, and then you're doing way too much. And so I did send you home on an Uber. So
physicality and like
Wait. This story, you know what's crazy? Oh, screenshot, you want this?
Yep. Thumbnail, y'all.
That's the thumbnail for sure.
You done made my job a little bit easier.
I got you.
Thank you, sir. All right, we good.
Way too much. And so I did send you home on an Uber. So
physicality and like
what you said, it was nice. It was a black truck from what you said from the other podcast you went on about me, right?
It was nice. And that's not what I'm talking about.
Well,
so physicality, me showing you physical interest is not the same as me like pursuing you. So those are two completely different things.
So wait. You were trying to get physical with her on the first day.
And you had no intentions on pursuing her.
Right. And here's why this hurts him. So we just met for one day and you were already getting grabby and physical to the point where I had to send you home in an Uber.
Right.
Because you were trying to go a little too far, right? So if this is my impression or my experience with you on day uno, what makes you think that on the Puerto Rico vacation trip, you about to be a man of self-control, that you can sleep in a bed with the same woman and not do nothing to her? But day one, you've already been grabby, touchy-feely day one. Dog, you smashed that lady in Puerto Rico, bro. Let's stop. Let's take the kid gloves off. You was doing work out there in Puerto Rico. You was living your best life. Man, get this clown off my screen. So you knew
from the barbecue that you no longer wanted to pursue her?
Well, I just kind of moved it into a different bracket or a different category, if you will. I just thought it wasn't advantageous for me to take it seriously at all. If you're still having this emotional attachment to your ex.
I never had an emotional attachment.
That's what I
understood. This man is weird.
So it sounds like there was like a lot of miscommunication.
We weren't even by each other though. He was playing dominoes with everybody. Like,
well, no, this conversation
we weren't even
happened.
By each
Everybody
other.
went inside the house, and I don't know if she remembers because we were a little tip.
No, we weren't.
But
you were.
We were outside. They were all inside the house, and me and her were outside near the barbecue when this particular aspect of the conversation happened. I remember it pretty vividly because I kind of made a mental note of it, like, oh, okay, all right. I mean, I was honest. I was thankful for her being honest, but I kind of compartmentalized what was going on at that particular time, and just was more open to just see where it goes. But I'm like,
I've never been.
So just to ask you, Brellaunte, so obviously when he said the whole ex thing, like that's who he's going on vacation with, for you as well, like you didn't care enough to text him either, like, hey, I don't think we're gonna continue this. Like,
no, there was no point. He's with his ex still, so his mind's somewhere else. It wasn't. I didn't feel the need to reach out or anything. It was like, okay, back up. Obviously, I did say on the show I choose the wrong guys, obviously. So it was okay. And I was fine with that. I was fine with moving forward. I didn't show him any type. I showed him who I was. We had a great time. I wasn't like flirting with my baby dad. It wasn't anything. He actually left early. So it was just like, he wasn't even there for the rest of the time there.
So the reason why he's doing this is because he has to create some type of out or relatability or stance to make himself not look as bad as he looks right now. That's why what he's doing is he's grasping for any type of argument to give him some type of footing that even right now, there's gonna be a group of dudes that, because they hate women so much, they're gonna try to stand with him. And by them saying, oh, the ex thing, even though we still have not received any context of the conversation about the ex, right? No context. They're still going to say she's still attached to her baby daddy, even though we've received no context. But we did receive the context of you had a pre-planned vacation with your ex
friend
that you scheduled, that you knew about, and you still went on the show regardless, and that you were handsy and you were trying to get a little too much on the first day. That's 2 bits of evidence. And then you went on a podcast and sneak dissed. That's 3. You are the bad guy here.
We had a good time. So that's why I didn't show him any signs that I was anything. Because the fact that my baby dad's in conversation right now, it really irks me. For a man that you've never showed no interest, no love in the last 7, almost 8 years of your life. And then now that he put that as his reason, it's crazy. So he should be jealous of my exes or something. Like, he should be thinking about them. Crazy. I mean, not jealous, but like meaning like concerned. That's the word. You should be concerned about who I had before. Previously. Before like 2 years ago or something. You should be on that. I'd get that. I would get that. But to make it that, then that's weird.
Of an observation.
But why is my exes a factor if I never brought them to you? I never brought them to you. I never, they never came into play. They never like was a conversation. I was focused on you, and come on.
I'm confused. Did you not tell me that you were still in love with your ex? Or did
I said I have love for my ex. All right.
So there was a kind of a whole space about that where you kind of went into more detail about that, which I won't share here. But for you to kind of just make it seem like you just said that is a bit disingenuous.
We need to. Okay, so this ex lore.
Won't share it.
Somebody, bro. Just you already getting crucified, bro. Just say it at this point, because now. It's a he said, she said, but we don't get to know what anybody said type of thing.
What I took away from that conversation and based off of what I observed with your interactions, what you said is that it was not in my best interest to pursue seriously in that way. Like I was open to allowing it to develop. But as you said, after you left, even after the next day when you were supposed to call me and you didn't, like I take people like for their word. And when you say you're going to call me.
No, hold on. You can't use that one because you knew she was with family. You talked to her in the morning. You guys just discussed that y'all spoke in the morning. Now, and she gave you the reason of why she called, why she didn't
call. She was busy.
Yeah, but you knew she was with family. If y'all talked in the morning, technically you knew she was with family. And she also had a plane flight that same day.
Right.
And she also has her kid.
Right.
You knew all this information. You don't get to use this, I hold people to their word, you know, because it's like, bro, you're using the moral integrity argument of if I say something, I'm going to do it. But then that goes out the window because you just went on a whole vacation with your ex. Like, it's still, your moral integrity's already shot because you went on a dating show to find love, all while your chapter with your ex-love is still open.
Yep.
Your moral integrity's already gone. It doesn't matter.
I was expecting that, and you didn't. You just left, and I actually had to reach out to you and was like, hey, I hope you made it home, A, B, and C. And then you end up responding to that. But those are key indicators that you may also not be as serious as you think you are. And so there's no way in hell I'm even thinking about canceling a trip with a friend that's pre-booked or even anything that's what we are now. Like we're not together. So I mean, like even like anything remotely close to that for what I've seen in just a 24 or 48 hour period.
That is
well, hey, I'm gonna keep it a band with you. If you're watching this video right now and you think that he went to a vacation with Puerto Rico with his ex as a single man,
as friends, it's crazy.
And they've only been broken up for a year. And you feel like that is enough time that they went to Puerto Rico and they was just homies the whole time. I'm going to tell you now, you are a fool. You are a fool.
Because if I pre-booked a vacation with my ex, but at the time we were together when I booked it and I knew the vacation was coming up, if I still didn't have feelings for that person, I will cancel the vacation.
Thank you.
But if I have feelings for that person, I'm trying to see what's happening next, I'm going to go on the vacation.
Because if you guys have been broken up a year, that means that this has been scheduled for a year. You had a whole year to cancel this vacation.
Hypothetically, assuming
he's telling the truth. You had a whole year to cancel this vacation. So it's not like this was a last minute, I couldn't get my security deposit back. You had a full year to cancel this. You wanted to go on this vacation with your ex, and it was your birthday. So you know your ex is going to be like, oh, it's his birthday. I'm going to give him a little something for his birthday. Come on, bro. We're not stupid. Let's grow up, man.
Weird. Yeah, it just sounds like this was gonna crash and burn from the beginning.
Yes, definitely did.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, at least you guys did hang out a little bit. Got to know each other and saw like, okay, I guess so and so is not for me.
She's pretty cool though, but like I just the way it went down.
I didn't give you no option of. I just don't feel like you have valid reasons. Like I have a valid reason. You don't.
Okay.
Like
I mean, that's fair enough. Like my reasons don't have to necessarily be valid to you, and I didn't think your issue was initially valid to me, but I respect it. I don't have anything against you. That's why when I came in, I wanted to be cordial and speak.
And you said, let's get to work, right? So,
well, I mean, like, well, we could throw shots. So I just wanted to make sure we were going to at least be professional.
No, you asked for a hug, and I said, I don't want to hug you. I don't like you. Why would I hug you?
Okay, so then we started to kind of talk about something else, and then you got a little, a little testy. And so I was like, all right, if we're not going to be cool, then let's at least be professional, which I'm glad you're being now. So.
Okay. Well, just to go ahead and wrap it up, is there anything like any future projects we could be on the lookout for either one of you? We could start with you.
Well, I don't know. I do music, as you don't know. I just dropped a single with Kirko Banks called Feelings.
Okay. Kirko Banks.
I have a show November 2nd that would be in LA. If you're on my page, on my Instagram, announcements would be on soon and everything. But yeah, a lot more music and a lot more artists to collaborate with will be there. So
nice. Yeah. Well, we'll be on the lookout, girl. Hey, what about for you, Jeremy?
Working on a podcast. It'll be called the Big Fella Podcast.
Oh my gosh, this bro. The last. He gonna be in a manosphere. Y'all gonna be stuck there, bro. Y'all gonna be in a whole different galaxy.
See. Jeremy went on a dating show to find love, all while having a trip planned with his ex, staying in the same hotel. Okay. Meeting the fam, baby daddy, and kid in one night is crazy. He's even crazier for having a trip with his ex booked before going on the show, okay? Bro's mental gymnastics about going on a trip with his ex being okay should be studied by scientists.
I'm telling you, bro.
I don't say this often, but that guy is fried. Bro was trying to gaslight her. I'm floored how he is trying to gaslight her to believe that going on a vacation with your ex isn't a reason to cut things off. Bro, a trip with your ex, after you went on a show and got a match, you knew darn well you were going to have that trip with your ex regardless and knock her ankle loose in Puerto Rico. Talk your talk. I'll give you a like.
What?
He met her family, friends, baby father, and kid in one night. Yeesh. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Who goes on a dating show knowing they have a pre-planned vacation with an ex? My boy went for looking for love while having a trip planned with his ex. Bro really tried gaslighting her and thinking she's an airhead when Shorty was right the whole time. Bro. He justified meeting her baby father versus being on a whole vacation in the same hotel room with his ex. It's no comparison. Meeting family right off the bat is not a good idea. It just makes more sense. Even if it was casual gathering, why were you so thirsty to bring a stranger who you just matched with an hour to go around your kids in such a personal, intimate setting? It's giving you wanted to bring a man because you knew your baby daddy was going to bring there. Huh? Okay, I guess I see what he's trying to say. At this point, I'm not surprised. Okay, we're not name dropping nobody like that. The child's father... No, sir, her child's father being at a birthday party and you're going on vacation with your ex-friend sharing the same room is totally different. Somebody link me this podcast, bro. He's cooked, man.
I gotta see it, cause like
I gotta see the podcast.
I feel like he's gonna go into that manosphere type genre where they teach you how to get women and how to build man's security and self-care and all this other kind, which those things are important, but like y'all inflated real crazy.
Oh wait, life is stranger than fiction. They both literally wrote each other off over the same thing. She introduced Jeremy to her kid's dad and expressed at a later time how she has love for him, though she isn't in love with, among other things, and he interpreted it as she still has feelings. To be fair, most men would. No, selective listening. No, I disagree with this take. This is a horrible take. Most men would not, because guess what? Saying I have love for somebody who's connected to my child, but we've been separated for 8 years, does not immediately ring a red flag that she may still be in love with him.
It only rings a red flag for men that don't want to take you seriously to begin with.
Right. I disagree with this take 100%.
Y'all can't keep doing the play on words. Because in love. Love is two different things.
Exactly. I can have love for somebody, but I'm not in love with anybody. I have female people in my group I have love for. Right. Those are my homies. Right. But I'm in love with my wife. Yo, stop acting like these two are the same thing. They're completely different. And then you got to remember, time is still a factor. Why are we acting like 8 years is equivalent to 1 year? They're not the same.
It's almost a whole decade.
Bruh, man, all right, man. Get me off of this. Hey, if somebody find that podcast, link it. Or if any of these, hey, I want to know what the conversation was. Jeremy, if you want to say it, go ahead and say it in the chat. Say what the conversation was, bruh.
We recording right now, Monet. She said, if y'all see this episode, it's messy.
Yeah, we already know. Hey, Jeremy, Brellaunte, if whoever want to bring receipts, we here, bruh. Because I want to know. But what I really want to know is, what was the podcast? Because it's going to give him some points if he goes on there and he was actually talking good about you and you just dragged him.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, get this man off my screen. This dude, bro, this donkey of the day, bro. Donkey of the day, bro. Get me off.
That's not our thing.
Hey, what are we gonna call it then?
He frauded.
The biggest fraud of all. All right, y'all. Peace.